actually one of the best ones we've had, offensively especially. Really, really sharp. Defense had another good day, they felt. It was really sharp on offense. Special teams were good, kicking the ball good. Looking forward to playing Saturday. Really am. Looking forward to us to competing and getting back on the field. I mean, and like I say, and just getting back out there, things are flying and competing again. But happy with the practice this week. Guys have been good, worked hard. Hope we'll carry it on Saturday. Questions?
Injuries?
Well, you're on quick, huh? You mustn't have any other questions. You got Featherston, cussing out Derek Kelly and Cole Minshew, and Pig. I say Pig, Javon Harrison, I'm sorry. I should say that. I never call him Javon. I mean, never. Always Pig, so those guys. And then the normal guys will be out for the year.
All your wide receivers have nicknames: Bobo, Kermit. I don't think of how many you call by first name, right?
That's what they told me their name was.
So do you think Brock will go at right tackle, or how do you?
We'll wait and see tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, I think he should be ready for the game. I think he'll be able to play in the game.
Was he a full go today?
No, not a full go. We limited some of his stuff, and we didn't have to because of the other guy starting. But we got him some. He'll be all right, I think. We'll see.
How's the quarterback situation?
Good. I've been pleased, and we're going to start Everett. Had a real good week of practice. I like what he did.
How important was it for him to stay engaged, like you said, even?
He was very engaged, and like I say, I think it's where it's communicating and keeping the reasons why we do things and what we had in the game plans and the things that went back and forth, just like this week. And this is no knock on Sean or anything else. I don't want to, get into this for a long period of time, but what we had done, and there's some plays he wish he could have made. Yes, was there some plays in the Georgia Tech game, everything, but it wasn't just them. We all could have made plays and those things. And I thought Sean managed that game very, very well. Did a great job in the game. Had a mistake or two, but this is indicative of what we think we can do best in this game to win the game.
But McGuire is okay health-wise, or?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I guess it's just as far as Everett and Sean. What's it been like with those two this season, to where you've had to manage personalities, you've had to make sure that they both understand their
really
role?
I really haven't had to manage person. Those guys have come to work every day, and when Everett went down, and Sean stepped up and did a great job, and we felt with what we had to do in the game plan, the things he did well going in the game plan, that what gave us the best chance in that one. And Everett was great. Because he was still, part of the week we still had till we got cleared, and they've both been great this week. So it's really just you always communicate. I always try to communicate with players about where your role is and why we're doing things. But as far as managing that, there really hasn't. Those guys are phenomenal young men. They really have. There hasn't been anything in any regard.
So what percentage of it is how they do in practice versus the matchup?
It is. It's how they do. It's not a competition every week in practice, but it is competition every week in practice. Like I say, everybody's jobs every week are open. It's not, believe that or not, if guys don't perform. But we know what we think we need to do in the game and what each guy's skill set is.
In a way, does it work out well because both guys know that they've had a chance to show what they can do and feel like they've gotten a shake?
And they did, and they both performed excellent. And we, again, feel very comfortable with either guy in the game.
How important is this week just in terms of reestablishing your identity?
Well, I think it is important. Just you got to get back out there and get that bad taste out of your mouth and understand that, find those little details that you let slip out the way last week. Not on purpose or from lack of preparation. They for some reason just got away from you. And I think as a competitor, it's always important to come out and do that.
For the players, there's probably, they want to play, after the Georgia Tech game even more. Is it the want to?
Oh, there's no doubt. This is some of the most spirited practices we've had. I can say that. It was some of the most spirited practices we've had.
What do you think's been the reason behind that?
I think they have a lot of class and a lot of character. I think it's important to them.
How rewarding is that as a coach to know that you have guys who not only do they want to finish out this year strong, but they still feel like, look, there's a battle for places on this team this late in the year.
Oh, they do, because that's who you are. That's their DNA, and that's hopefully will be their DNA the rest of their life. Because I think what they're setting the tone for right now, these are life lessons. Because life isn't always going to give you everything you want. There's going to be ups and downs in everything you do. And just because something happens like you don't want it to, it doesn't mean you can't reach the top or be very successful. You battle back, and and everything I revert back to in my life. And it comes back from a lot of the things I've experienced in sports. That was my lifeline going through as far as sports and how to compete and how to get the ups and downs of all that. That's one thing sports does do. It gives you the highest highs and the lowest lows. What does life do? Gives you some of the highest highs and some of the lowest lows, and you have to deal with them. They have to do it in front of a spotlight, though. That's the thing, it's different, which makes them mature very quickly.
I think their hopes have been buoyed a little bit, too, that you remain 16th in the CFP rankings and a New Year's Six is still there.
Well, I think they understand that how you play, you gain respect. You know what I'm saying, by the way you do things. And yes, I do. I feel because I think there's a lot to play for, and they understand double-digit wins. They understand New Year's Day bowls. Those things are all important to them and to us.
I assume you too, not that polls are important.
Sorry.
I assume for you too, not that polls are important, but having people recognize that a close loss at the number one team in the country isn't necessarily something you should be heavily proud
Yeah,
of.
exactly. And I tell our guys every week. I mean, we want to win every game. We won a lot of games here for a long time, and we're going to continue to win games. But you're not going to have success every time you walk out there. But the way you go about your business and the ability to always want to be the best you can be, that sends a message, and I think people respect that.
How much have you been impressed by the committee, though, that they're not taking computers and media stuff and they're
Oh, I know. It is. It's been very, they got a tough job. And like I say, everybody's got a better way to do it, just like coaching. Everybody's got a better play. Everybody's got a better thing until you're in it. Until you're actually in it and you have to do it, you realize all the things that actually go into what they're trying to do. We as coaches, well, I got you. Something, they got a heck of a job. And they're, in my opinion, doing a good job. I mean, there's going to be arguments. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's the world. If we didn't, we wouldn't have a talk show. We wouldn't have internet. We wouldn't have things to have chat lines about and blogs about. I mean, I understand that's part of it, but what they're doing a good job.
What would it be like to have work there on Saturday?
Can he play? Put him and Dalvin back here together. That'd be fun. No, it's great. You're talking about one of the all-time greats, not only in Florida State history, but in the NFL. Like I said, I always thought 185-pound guy is probably one of the top 2 or 3 backs ever in the history of playing in the NFL. I mean, and what he did, what he accomplished. That guy's got 10,000 yards and weighs 185 pounds. That's an amazing stat through the NFL now, and what he's done. And then the character of the guy he is and what he stands for and all the things he does. Just another great ambassador for Florida State. We're blessed to have him.
And to have him there when Dalvin's 12 yards away from breaking his record.
I know that one. That was kind of ironic. I guess it was. I didn't even put the two together till y'all said it because we're talking about winning. But it is kind of cool.
All right,
We're good. Thank y'all. You have a great day.